The chief technical operations officer of this huge tech company in the US did not want to go back to Israel, needed to extend the L-1 visa. The problem is that this company is in the midst of transferring so many people to the US. Anytime a US company is filing a lot of L-1A applications or H-1B applications for that matter, it's a red flag for the US government. There's fraud prevention heavily focused on that. But for his case, we're able to flip the rationale and use that in his advantage to win his case. Let me share with you how we did it. Let's go. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So the legal problem is there's too many L1 in this company, and we wanted to explain, and we tackled it in this application. We didn't touch upon this issue with the other applications, but we touched upon it in this one. And in this one, what was extremely unique was that when we were listing out this client's job duties in the past 2 years and going forward, we did a table and we broke down his job duty down to 5% percentages. Everybody else was very broad, 25% here, 17% here, 30% here, doing this major project. That's what we do for most cases. But for a C-suite level position that is doing an extension, that have so many other L1As floating around within the company, we decided not to do that. We broke his job duties down to 5% increments, and we in detail explained he has to manage this other L1 manager who was focusing on all these different projects. 5% focusing on this other person, 5% focusing on this other project. As a C-level position in a global company, a tech hub that is doing fraud prevention, that's doing so many different things, his time is spread out very, very thin. He's definitely not on a 40-hour work week. He's doing so much and executing so much. So why is there so many L1 that's needed? Well, because the company needs to do all these different things. And him being on top, he needs to manage other people to be able to do that. Why so many executives and managers all from Israel? Well, because that's where so much of the operation was, and now they need to transfer it to the US to launch. And so that explains why. We knew there were 3 or 4 L1A applications that all needed to be filed one after another. And we were anticipating USCIS officers to see that and potentially challenge. And if they were to challenge, we will say, we prepared an entire L1A application for this other person that explains your concern. Here it is. We didn't have to do it because we never got a request for evidence, but we were anticipating that challenge. And that's how we framed his case. We could have just done a one-page, he's a chief executive, he has a high salary, he manages like lots of employees, revenue's high, please approve it. It could have been easy, but we didn't want to do it that way. Why? Because we knew other cases depended on this case, right? The more cases that gets approved, the harder it becomes for the next case. And we structured it accordingly, where this case was filed second, and we have another case that was pretty difficult right after. And in case that gets an RFE, we could use this L1A to explain the next one. We felt like this needed to be done, and so this is our strategy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Take care.